Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to what is going to be the penultimate episode in our Rangers of a Broken World series here on Sword and Key, known as Fragments of Loss. You are coming to us at a rather impressive moment. We have had so many weeks of so many different things and big twists and turns, big moves made by our players, and we are approaching the end. But as we approach the end, we are going to add a little bit more to the stakes and how things are going to change in this world. But before we get into that, I want to make a quick note that while it appears as though we are only going to have 3 players tonight, this is a lie. Our 4th player is currently on her way. Life things are getting in the way. Also, public transit deserves more attention. See what you can do in your local districts about supporting that. Go public transit. Anyways, before we get into everything else with our series tonight, I want to note that we are actually a charity series. This whole thing has been supporting Trans Lifeline, with donations going not just to Trans Lifeline, but to also helping give the players some little boosts. You can see on our overlays, for those of you who are interested, you can actually see where all of your donations have gone, where our party has made use of so many of those different things, and some folks still have a few things to spend in what might be a critical moment. So if you want to donate to what is a deeply needed cause with all of the ongoing both legal and social attacks that are happening on trans people in the US, please consider supporting Trans Lifeline. We love you and we appreciate any support you can give right now. Going along with that, this series has in general covered a lot of different and messy topics, which have included things like the after effects of war and empire, violence, death, loss, grief, mourning, and also with some of its mechanics have dealt directly with environmental disaster and also dissociation, as the main scatter mechanic is a form in the text itself described as bodily dissociation. So with that, if those are topics that you do not feel you're in a place to try and engage with this evening, please feel free to move along to somewhere else. No actual play is ever worth your mental well-being. But with that out of the way, and with the adorable presence that is our current feline friend in one of our players' homes, I'm going to let my players introduce themselves for what will be the second to last time, starting going clockwise. So let's start with Sebastian.
Okay, hello, I'm Sebastian. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Keldrineth, the beckoning infiltrator, who also uses they, them pronouns.
Fantastic. And going on over to our resident moral being who has a lot of feelings and is the paragon of doubt in game, go Amber.
And out. Hi, my name is Amber and I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Azura, the title navigator, who also uses she, they pronouns.
And moving it on over to our current custodian of the cat, Mirm.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Mirm. I use she, they pronouns. And today I'm playing our volcanic tracker, Wea, who uses they, them pronouns. And this is my baby son. His name is Polka Dots. And he's the cutest little baby in the whole wide world.
That cat deserves more scritches. Anyways, for those of you who are not familiar with myself, I am going to be doing the conductor role. So I'm essentially sort of mediating a lot of different rules and judgments for how different creatures might deal with the players, how NPCs might react to them. And my name is Angela Mogrovejo Bosch. I use she, they pronouns. So with that out of the way, folks, let's get into episode 11, A Ruined Beauty. Where last we left off, our group had been prepping themselves for some time about how best to approach a conversation with Sarah, the essentially automata who was host to, I'm trying to remember a count now. Are we at 80,000 soldiers? I think
85.
85.
85. Okay,
Yay!
85,000 soldiers. This started at like 70 and we've just gone up as time has gone by. 85,000 soldiers essentially being a sort of forced psychopomp holding onto the consciousnesses and feelings of several different soldiers who centuries past in wars had died and been left with a level of anger regarding said deaths. So as the group met with what they discovered was a descendant of Celis named Aricia. The group made their way over to what they understood to be essentially a memorial to Celis's work, her life, and essentially all that she had done across her time and in the years after the war. Despite an incredibly strong and negative response to finally having the confirmation that yes, indeed, Celis had passed away some many years ago, the group effectively managed to contain Sarah, and Celadrinith made a big play by invoking their own magic and ties to the shadows and reaching in to Sarah's essentially not so much soul, but kind of chasis and pulling out the core which had been laying host and holding on to the 86,000 different soldiers that had been tormenting her for essentially centuries at this point. With the orb destroyed, Sarah fell unconscious, and a swath of various angry spirits, no longer having a central consciousness to sort of anchor them, began to be unleashed and grow into an indistinct shape that slowly spread a darkness across the area that caused the entire group to pass out. Upon awakening, the group has seen that an entire section of the wall that Celis's memorial had been placed on was destroyed, and as they had looked up into the sky, they saw that there is currently a dark eclipse covering up a portion of the sun, and it is growing. And that is where we pick up with our group, as you are all still tired, still worn out from the previous encounter, but Aricia is nearby. You are all relatively safe at this moment. For how long you are uncertain. And Sarah is nearby, passed out, but being taken care of by both Aricia and I believe the vine construct that was summoned by Wea at the very end of the last session. So, my dear players, what do you do now?
Sorry, you said Sarah's still unconscious?
She hasn't awoken yet. She
Okay.
looks as though she's breathing and she's still alive. She just hasn't gotten up. It looks very much like if someone had, in terms of how her outfit looks now and her body, it looks like someone had harpooned her gut based off
Oops.
of what had
And I think
happened.
I was holding on to her, so I probably would just stay that way, just to not disturb her, and just sit quietly, I guess, while Aricia does her thing.
Wea and Keldrineth?
Did we see where the souls went?
Nobody really see. People saw a giant. I called it a kaiju, but it was just a giant,
Yeah, I
massive,
wanna.
roiling. Like, just think of a massive, like, sludge pile of venom symbiote that just turned into a big thing
Yeah,
with an
okay.
indistinct shape, just crashed through. That's what people saw, and then it seemed to have just taken off in the air, like just roiling like a
Uh,
bubble of
okay. I'd
that.
like to listen out for if I can hear anything. I know we already. I mean, Waya already told people to evacuate the area, so hopefully we don't hear screams of terror or anything. But just in case,
Felt
I
like didn't
listen.
leave the city because there's that giant hole in the wall.
That's as far as you know. You don't know how
Yeah. So
far it's
if I kind
gotten.
of get. Yeah, if I get up and peer through the hole in the wall, can I see an obvious trail of goo or something as to where it might have gone?
There's a trail of goo for a portion of time, and then it just disappears.
Okay. Maybe that's a problem for later.
Yeah. I think No, I'm just kind of like stepping back from the situation. Honestly, kind of just like staying next to a wall of sort. Just kind of like it feels comfortable and it feels safe to be next to a wall. Um,
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be very much that I can help with because my mental state is so altered.
Mm.
Fair.
Well, and the thing crashed through the big wall. Like it crashed through the wall like a Kool-Aid man, right? So like there's like a
Basically.
I mean, there's like a sort of direction we know that it's going.
Okay.
It
Okay,
was
yeah, I
less
mean, I
of
guess we'll just keep an eye on it.
it was less of an oh yeah, more just sort of just kind of crashed through.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we are.
we're kind of fucked up. Look, it's
Both statements are true. You are
Yeah.
You
pretty
just see
and you
Waya
are
in the
fucked up.
you just see Waya in the back just like rubbing on a wall, just like this. Just like
You
kind of like looking around.
you're just a lizard clinging to a hot rock
I
right
have
now.
gone full iguana. I will say that right now. I've decided that I'm going full iguana. No, because then that's gonna make my blur 5. Never mind. I can't go full iguana.
oh my gosh.
I will
So
Yeah.
pass out.
I can't do anything about the blur, but I can heal scatter.
I feel
Yeah.
like we need to heal our souls
Like
at this
your
point.
arrest is like fully needed right now.
Yeah.
Can the thing I've summoned communicate at all? Because I summoned it. Is there any chance for me to have a conversation?
You can try.
I'd like to try. I forgot to take my dice
What do
out.
you want to ask it? Well done.
Um,
You're doing
They're
just as
so
well as Gina is.
good. Wow. Okay. I think I just want to ask like what left Sarah, I guess. Like or what is Sarah missing that Sarah had before, I guess. Something like that.
You get the sense like it can't really like talk, but the bits of because again, this is a collection and conglomerate of just torn bits of grass and vines that you yourself tore up. So it's just a whole bunch of pieces of stuff that it reformats into it like splits itself into a few different outlines of soldiers holding spears and pikes and swords and shields. Like that's the best answer it can give you is that it is just whatever their feelings were essentially.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing like holding on to all of them. They're all kind of constantly fighting for control is the best thing you could surmise.
Okay. So there is a level of internal like shit going on. There's not like a sense of camaraderie and community, but it's like it's my turn. No, it's my turn. No, it's my turn at like the helm sort of thing.
Imagine a family argument with no mediator. That's basically what they're doing right
So
now.
just a family argument.
Yes. So just a family argument. But that's basically what it is. They have no tether or anchor of any sort of fully conscious being to be attached to anymore. It's just pure emotion and fledgling consciousness just fighting with each other.
So there would be no opportunity to reason with it at all.
I'll put it to you this way: it's the equivalent of asking if an alien came down and you tried to introduce the concept of capitalism to them. They'd be like, "What the hell is that?" They're like, "It doesn't make
No,
sense
thank
because
you.
they don't operate by it." Like it's an entire conceptual structure that has no meaning to them at this point. That's basically what that's the level of thought that's available to them. They are in a way kind of pure id.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't object to arrest. Sarah seems to think it's fine.
Yeah, I feel like as long as Sarah is unconscious, we can also be unconscious.
EP time.
Sorry.
The entire party is
Eh.
just EP hours right now.
Yes,
Ugh,
EP time.
so eepy.
No,
Should we I mean, I'm happy to take turns keeping watch in case the souls come back.
I
I'll
don't
take
think they're
first
gonna come
watch.
back. They kind of effed off in that direction and doesn't seem to.
I mean, they did, but I don't know. I just think maybe, out of an abundance of caution, it might be a good idea just in case they decide to come back. And then if they don't, well, then no harm done.
That's fairly true.
I just think that basically I don't fancy being woken up by like a of like souls, you know?
Like a freight
Yeah.
train of
Yeah. I just, there are more.
86,000 souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it was 8750.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Not 80, not
It's like a kind of
87,500,
it's like a kind of
8750 souls.
tumbleweed that just keeps picking up more souls as it goes along.
Kind of,
Like, yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
Absolutely.
It's a
bear in mind,
Katamari!
it's an evil Katamari, number one, and number two. Bear in mind, I will say this for Keladrinith, you are in the zone where at nighttime, literal manifestations of
Yeah, like all
horrors
of the
and
horrors live
emotions.
here. Like we're used to it. Like doesn't mean that we like it, but we're used to it.
No, I mean that ball is going to keep growing and get bigger
Yes,
from
it will
them
because of yes, it will. So
because
it's
of
just gonna
said
become this little.
horrors.
Yeah, which is I just okay.
Concerning.
I'll okay. Everyone go to sleep. I can take first watch.
No,
I
I'll
wake
take.
up when you.
No, I'll take first. I'll take first.
You want to take first?
I
Okay,
want to take
okay.
first.
You
You see
promise to wait.
Azura, you guys are fighting about this, and Azura's like got her head leaned
Already
against like
asleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
against Sarah, like already asleep.
Okay, fine.
I
Yeah,
just want more
fine.
time with my vines.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna complain. Just wake one of us up when you're ready to sleep.
There is a nearby. There are a few folks from the nearby homes that, thankfully, were not received no harm from the encased or the angry Katamari ball of empire colonial rage that just
Yeah.
went by, and
Yeah.
they do try and bring out like some food for while you are on watch. Keldrin, no, Keldrin's first, because Keldrin's on watch. You all
No,
went to
I'm on watch
Oh
No,
no,
first.
you're
Waya
on
went.
watch. No,
I'm on
Waya
watch
wanted
first.
to
never
do
mind.
it.
I take that back.
I don't
Waya,
want to leave.
where there like is an older woman, like she has. It would be fun buns if she had far less hair. There's just two big, like, she's kind of used ties to kind of keep down a mass of very gray and silver streaked black hair. But she brings out sort of like a basket for you to and when you open up the basket, there appear to be kind of these bite-sized buns that when you crack them open, you smell distinct tastes of lamb, onion, garlic, and chicken.
Auntie, thank you, Auntie. I don't care how old they are. They're my auntie. Um, can I talk to them at all?
Yeah, you can talk to them.
Um, are they from Rhymehold?
Yes, they're probably someone from here.
Okay. Um, uh, I like rip off another piece of vine and I'm just kind of playing with it. As sort of a fidget. Um, were did you just get back? Were you kind of just hunkering down in your house? Did you see anything that was kind of outside?
Oh yes, dear, I saw quite a lot.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that you saw a lot. It was
Oh, don't worry, I've
horrific.
seen many terrifying things.
Okay. First, sorry to hear that. Um,
Oh no,
I
don't worry.
okay. Um, what do you know about like the, landscape of the horrors that kind of like live around here?
Oh, I know that they come in every now and then, and sometimes they roam the streets, sometimes they try and go by the old ruins, sometimes they try and even like get into the homes, but we have charms and other kinds of
Yeah.
wards to prevent them. We've been very lucky about that.
So they specifically go after the old runes?
Oh, I feel like most of the horrors at some point or another try and go for the ruins. It's
I,
like a whole bunch of people who died, or a feeling of someone passing away, looking for something that reminds them of home.
so every single horror goes to the old runes for
So,
you believe that like all of them do.
oh, I've seen a good chunk of them do.
Huh. Where are the old runes?
Hmm. I mean, she sort of just points to sections of the city you can see with an eye shot. It's like, oh, they're kind of there, and they're kind of there, and they're kind of there.
So they're spread out?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, interesting. Hmm. Thank you, Auntie. I really appreciate it. And this tastes delicious.
I know. I make them every time. I have some fun.
Did you have fun today?
Oh, I did. I had some fun right before I came over to give you some food.
What were you doing that was so fun, Auntie?
If you take a close look at the auntie, she is not. Her focus is gone. Is she's like blood? I think you
Auntie!
above table. This woman is high as shit.
Is shit.
This is all
She's so
sort of
valid for
granny.
this. Like, she's so valid for this. Like, what
A,
else is there to
a
do for
giant,
entertainment in
yeah,
Reinhold?
a giant thing just crashed in your city. That's what you do about it.
It's like, all right, that's another weird shit for the day. Gotta process this somehow. It is a town of vices to a certain extent for a reason.
Yeah. Do you have any
Well,
left?
I can talk to a friend and I can get you some.
Ooh,
Don't worry,
okay.
friend.
Okay, Auntie. Well,
Oh, also one more thing. If you if you could at some point try and look into whatever is causing all of the yelling and I think some of the screaming over in the other part of town, that would be much appreciated.
screaming?
Oh yeah, it happened just a little bit ago. It happened in the hours of you that I think all of you were passed out.
Does that have to do with that giant hole in the wall?
I don't know.
But it wasn't over
I'm
there. It was like over
Oh, it
there?
wasn't
It
over there.
was over
Bunch of
there.
folks bunch of folks just saw something big, got big wings. It does, it kind of flaps, it does the thing.
It wasn't an elephant.
It wasn't no, I don't even know what an elephant is.
It has like a big nose that kind of like droops down, and then it has like really big
Oh no, no,
ears.
no, no. This one didn't have like a big nose. It just had a really scaly face. And it had like a bunch of horns going down its back.
Like a dinosaur?
I was gonna say. Like scaly all over, or scaly just in the head?
Mostly across the top of its body. Its underbelly was kind of soft. It looked like I could rub it and just give it like a belly rub.
Well, you didn't, right, Auntie? Auntie.
She doesn't give you an answer.
Don't fib. Don't fib, Auntie. You have to tell
No,
me the truth.
I don't have to do anything.
Auntie.
You're much younger than me. I don't owe you
She
shit.
said a cab.
Also, I don't
Related.
owe you shit. Is basically what the auntie's telling you. Is I'm just being nice. I
You
can
are
stop
being
being nice if you want.
you no, you're being very nice and I really appreciate you, Auntie.
Mhm.
Um
Damn straight.
I appreciate your food. But I think I need to go to bed now. But hopefully we'll talk later for some fun.
You talk to Auntie Coco if you ever need me.
Coco, I write it down.
She just like walks off. She just kind of disappears like she was never there to begin with.
Did I imagine that? Probably.
You are also not
Judith!
fully here either,
Mm,
bud.
what?
You are mildly distracted by being stuck to the literal place you are at right now.
And then I scream kill a journalist's name.
Yeah, I will like sit up and like rub my eyes and be like, what? Is it my
Eh,
turn?
Food. And then it's
Oh,
your turn. I'm gonna go
great.
pass
Thank
out.
you.
Eh.
Just gonna take a big bite and be like, oh, actually, this is good. Okay, great. I'm happy. I was irritable from being woken up, but now I'm happy because the food is good.
Why would I give you get bad food? I've never given you bad, and I pass out.
Yeah.
There
If I look
now
around for signs of souls, do I see any?
you do see that there are some creature. You do see y'all are a bit more tucked away
Yeah.
from the main like quote unquote like thoroughfare, or at least what passes for like a main street in this section of town. There isn't really a big one because at some points it just kind of gets cracked and there's infrastructure is not really great in Rimehold. This has been a fact for quite a while and has been worked on.
Yeah. I don't
But
know,
you
like
would
losing a war will kind of do that to your city.
yeah,
So,
it kind of does that. You do see that there is every now and then like another what you assume is a horror going by, and
okay. I'll
every
just
so
stay
often
very still and very quiet.
yes, and you do see that there is at one point something that you would recognize probably closer to a demon that is just sneaking in among them. And anyone who's unfortunate enough to be out here, it's bad times, but they should know better at this point if they're a resident
Yeah,
of
if they're
Ramhold.
local, then like you don't go out after dark. Like,
Yep. And there is what can best be described as like a roughly 11, 12-foot tall owl being.
oh,
Think best comparison point I have is the owl spirit from Avatar: The Last Airbender
yes,
library,
okay.
like
The really long
long.
owl.
Yes,
Yeah.
the really long one with a super long neck, and occasionally, like when it finds a human who gets stuck outside, and it just sort of opens up its wing, and you see that there are pouches within the feathers where there are other people in there who look like they've passed out, and it grabs one, sticks it in
Oh,
there, and then it just keeps going.
weird. Okay. Yep, I'm just gonna sit here very quietly, very still.
Yep. And once that horde of horrors and such goes by, another local townsperson comes by and gives some food because they recognize you have probably been involved with whatever the hell happened to the wall, but not in a bad way.
Yeah. I'll just be like, yeah,
They,
thank you. Appreciate it.
yes, they pass you by what appears to be a very thick slab of fluffy coconut bread.
Oh, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll eat some of it and then save some for Weya and Azura when they wake up.
It's it's again it's starting to move closer to like the dead of night, and there's an occasional person out and about, but nothing too
Yeah, okay. So,
significant.
yes, there's horrors going on, but also we're having a totally normal one, is what you're saying.
Kind of, yeah. Especially as a resident of Rimehold, you're basically like, yeah, this is normal for me.
Yeah,
Like
this is
anyone else who
normal.
wasn't used to the city would be like, fuck, that's terrifying, or that's a lot. You're just
I'm
sort of
just
like,
like, nah, we good.
yeah, you're sort of like, okay, which one has gone by? That one. Okay, it's like 2 a.m. I'm gonna go to sleep now, or I'm
Yeah.
gonna change the guard.
Okay, yeah. I'll go over and kind of gently like shake Azura's shoulder to be like, "Hey, Azura, wake up."
Oh, huh?
Shh, shh, shh. Yeah. It's okay. Time to do watch. Just if you sit
Oh,
very quietly and very still, then you'll be fine.
okay.
Don't freak out. You'll be fine. I
Okay.
promise.
What do I do with Sarah? It's because I'm still like holding up the Sarah.
I mean, you can do watch and hold Sarah at the same time. Like, anyway, I hope
Oh,
you had a good sleep. There's
okay.
food. I point to the meat and also to the bread. It's really
Oh,
good.
yum. Okay. Yeah, you go to sleep. I got this. It's good. It's good. I got this.
Okay, great. Good night.
Good
Yeah, and then I
night.
go back to sleep.
Yep. You, I would say it's about now, Azura, as you are
Mhm.
getting, as you are being woken up and going to place, that Sarah is mildly stirring.
Mm.
She's not quite fully awake yet, but she looks like if you barely pressed her a little bit, you could wake her up.
Um, I might because I'm assuming, my leg is probably asleep, maybe my arm is asleep from holding her. It's been a bit in this position for a long while. So maybe one of those very casual, like uh, move my body in such a way that's like meant to jostle her, but very gently. Like, oh, I didn't mean to wake you. So it's sort of
Yeah. I would also
but
say Adestia. Ooh, I shall say, Gina, lovely to have you here at last. Waiting for you.
Hello.
Quick recap: folks are just taking a rest right now. There hasn't been really anything super significant that's happened. Folks from Rimehold have just been coming by and dropping food for the party to enjoy as they wake up. And right now, it is currently your and Azura's watch, and Sarah is mildly stirring but hasn't fully woken up because Azura hasn't moved the entire time. So it
just been
is,
holding on.
yeah. So it is y'all's watch. Another townsperson comes by, and you see they have. Let's go with this one. Yeah, they seem to bring by a little container, and it as you should you choose to open up the container, there are bits of deep fried shrimp and vegetable fritters
Ooh.
that are available.
I just take like a big whiff of them, like as they're being handed over, just be like, thank you so much. And then, does Sarah eat? Did we determine that? Does Sarah eat
She
food?
can eat.
Yeah, she ate at
She,
the hotel in the
Oh, that's
morning.
true. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
she
So I
doesn't.
She
think
did. I was watching.
She doesn't need to
that's so
eat.
creepy. So
That was
watching her
my fried
eat.
chicken in my pocket day.
Yes, that was the keeping chicken in the pocket. God, the fact
It
that
was
we
a
have
napkin.
that as a thing that we can reference is what session was it? Oh yeah, it was the one where Mirm was just choosing to have their character keep a piece of chicken in their
It
pocket.
was in a napkin. It's
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
Anyways, right now, you are seeing a essentially a procession of horrors going down the street. These ones seem to take less of an animalistic bent that Celadrinith was seeing, and more taking on the visages of various soldiers who likely passed away in other wars, conflicts, things that have happened across Rimehold's very bloody history. But yeah, you got food, you got people around.
Well, wake Sarah and ask Sarah, Sarah, would you like to eat? It's like
Mm-hmm.
a question of like, would she like to eat? And a question of Azura trying to remember. Because I don't think Azura was downstairs when Sarah was eating. So I don't think she knows if Sarah eats. But it felt like the right thing to do.
She like stirs and like she immediately goes to like hold her chest. And before I get into this, want to make a quick note for folks who are watching. We have been very blessed to have a giveaway for a $30 Friday afternoon tea gift card. Feel free to type in hashtag horrors in the chat, and you will be entered in to possibly uh, acquire that $30 gift card, which may be of some interest to those of you tea drinking types.
Friday afternoon has very good tea.
Also,
Can
they're very
confirm.
tailored, very great kinds of tea, I must say. So there is that. But Sarah is like barely stirring. She like holds her stomach. She's like, "What happened?"
Um, okay, well, a lot happened. Where would you like me to begin?
Just whatever is most relevant, I suppose.
So,
Namely, why do I feel like somebody gutted me?
well, about that. So, you have been unburdened from the duty of carrying 90,000 souls with you at all times. Um, Unfortunately, these souls were causing a lot of problems, and I think that in an attempt to find the best solution, uh, we decided, and I like very much so being diplomatic and not specifically saying who was the one who like removed the souls because uh trying to soften the blow a little bit. Uh, we thought it best that maybe these souls separate from your being, and you probably makes you feel a little bit physically and emotionally empty, I imagine.
Things certainly do feel a lot less heavy than they did previously.
It's too much of a burden for anyone to bear, and I hope this gives you some sort of attempt at peace. I don't know if that's really the right term for it or not, but um
I've I believe the term you're looking for is catharsis, which I have never experienced, so I would not know what it's like.
I haven't had one in a long time myself, Sarah, so I don't know that I'd be able to exactly say what it was like either, but I hope that is what it is for you.
There's there's a lot more obvious notes of sadness to her face. It seemed like the other one was a very well constructed expression that she would have at all times. Now
Mm,
it's just kind of more sad and melancholy, but it that kind of uncanny valley element to it
mm,
is kind of gone now.
mm,
It just she oddly looks more human.
mm. Sarah, do
Mhm.
you remember where we are?
We are in Rimehold, or at least the area that is referred to now as Rimehold.
That's true. We are here in Rimehold. And do you remember why we came to Rimehold?
We arrived at the memorial to my ward.
We did. We did. It was I mean it is. It's very beautiful.
It is.
Do How are you feeling?
Before she answers that, I would like to ask, what is Adestia's expression right now looking at her? Because the only two who of the party who are alive are alive, sorry, awake.
Everyone else is
Wrong word.
dead.
Wait,
Also,
I
I can't
died in
hear
my
you,
sleep?
Gina.
What?
My
No, no, no,
blur.
that's
I'm
no, no, no.
done.
I'm not gonna pull a like terrible TV sitcom like, and it was all a dream style kind of thing. Also, I can't hear you right now, Gina.
Oh,
Yeah, sadly not yet.
I thought we had something for a second there. Okay, now you're muted.
Yeah, now you're muted in Zoom.
And now you're
Oh
unmuted, but we
no!
still can't hear you.
God damn it!
This is homophobic. The
The
technology failing us is
Absolutely.
homophobic.
technology failing us is
Um,
some version of it. At bare minimum, queerphobia.
it's
Some version of it.
absolutely ableism too in this our Disability Pride Month.
You do this, Zoom, in our month of disability pride, you bastard. No, it's still not coming through. That's so strange. It normally starts working very quickly. I think what we'll do is we'll go for a quick break just to try and fix it. We will be right back, folks. Just sort out tech. Hello, we return with mildly more functioning technology.
I
This
am a
tech-
problem child.
It's less you and more technology actively being a dick for no reason.
No reason.
Anyways, picking up where we were. So Azura is talking to Sarah, uh, asking her how she feels about everything. Before she responds, Adestio, what is the expression on your face right now? Or what is your
She
reaction to all of this?
she is pointedly trying not to seem like she is listening to anything that is happening. She is keeping watch diligently, and that is what is happening.
It's like I have a job here and I will fulfill it to
I
the
don't know what's
T.
going on over there. I'm keeping watch. Don't
She
worry.
she roughly says, I have a sense that there is no bringing her back, is there?
Afraid not. No, I can't be for certain how much time has passed since she's uh, moved on, but it seems like it's probably been a good while.
Then it would seem I have failed my duty.
That's not true, though, do you think?
It was my. She says this more matter of factly, not less. There's less of the rage that she had before, and all of the like strong.
Mm.
Like it's very too real comparison, but it makes sense. If you are someone who's ever been blessed to be on antidepressants or any sort of medication to manage your mood, and they talk about how your depression and or mania has like high peaks and very low dips, and that the medication kind of just squashes stuff down. That's kind of the effect you're getting emotionally from her now, from her expressions and how she's reacting. Like it's clear that she's having a very negative reaction to processing it, but it's less like, why did I fail? And more like, I
Huh.
still feel like I haven't done a good job. It's more of a like she's like a 6 out of 10 as opposed to like a
Yeah.
1.5 out of 10, which is
But
where she was operating for a long time.
Sarah, humans don't live forever. At some point, this was going to happen. And that doesn't mean that it's a failure on your part.
It is more I wish I could have been more present for her. I wish I could have been there to protect her from the pains she did not need to deal with.
And it's okay to have those feelings, but that does not mean that it is a failure on your part. And I just want you to please remember that. Okay?
I will try. I am still quite unfamiliar with what it means to feel anything.
You know, there's a lot of humans, even Sarah, that have that same problem. And it's sometimes very hard to put words to those feelings too, but as long as I'm around, you can always try with me.
I appreciate it. You strike me as a testament to the kind of people that Celis would have fought for.
I I don't know what to say. I will take that as a compliment. I hope. Thank you.
It is. She had a kind heart, and while she would have much room in it for people who have done quite harm, she had done great harm. She had even more room for the people who tried to do better for the world. She was never fond of the wars that either of us were forced to be a part of.
I don't understand the people who are, and I think at this point I don't want to try to understand them.
I have been led to believe by many people that war is never something that changes very distinctly, but I think that those people are wrong. It always does. but not in the way that people think. It is not by weapons, armaments, tactics. It is by which people will suffer this time. I'm only saddened that I could not be there to prevent Celis's suffering. Nor was I able to be there for her joy. I would have liked to have seen her joy.
You know, I know we can't change that, right? I mean, we can't do anything about it, but Aricia seems to know a bit about Celis and her time here in Rimehold. Maybe in sort of a vicarious way, you can experience some of that through the stories that have been passed down.
I would like that. She would have liked to have seen the sunrise. And you can tell she's probably talking about Celis. And she looks very thoughtful and pensive as she looks towards the sky. And it's really with the next morning when you know sunrise is supposed to be happening that you see the extent of what that dark shape that seems to have taken hold and placed itself over the sun. It's not entirely blocking it out, but you can sense that as the sun is coming up, it's dimmer than it should be.
We're gonna have to deal with this.
Yeah, at this juncture, I will wake up because it's morning.
I would like to spring up, like full
Boing.
up, and I'm like, there's something on the other side of town I have to get to. Whoa.
What?
Huh?
Good
What?
morning. Is there any coconut bread left?
Yeah.
There's still a
coconut
big
bread.
slice left.
Who
Oh,
said
fuck
that?
yeah.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't have
wait.
any.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
saved it.
Way up. No, hang on a second. What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, I was talking to an auntie last night. Yeah, I remember that. And Auntie Coco told me that there was screaming over there. Like not over here, and I'm pointing at the wall, the hole in the wall. Over there. It's like different. And it was kind of like when we were passed out. Like when the darkness took over all of us, and then we were just like laying on the ground.
Adessia, did we hear any screaming?
I have any idea what's happening.
It's the best answer anyone's given yet.
I
What the fuck is
mean,
going on?
I suppose it's not gonna get any worse if we eat first, right?
Can I
Right.
try to listen
Always can.
if there is?
Yeah.
Can I hear screaming?
That was like less of a
I feel like I've prompted a scenario where the group as a whole has asked the question, can I hear the screaming far too often in this campaign for my comfort level?
to be fair, when I said do I know what's going on, that was more of an above table question of do I know what me, Gina, very out of sorts. I just got here. Hi, thanks.
You're good, bud.
What's happening?
You don't hear anything. You just see now that daytime has come out and there are no like active horrors roaming around. People are on the streets more now, and that some distance away there looks as though there might be a crowd gathering, but that's about it.
Oh,
Okay, so what Auntie Coco said is tall and like scaly, and then
Oh my
listen
god.
to this.
Not this again.
Soft belly. Ha. It's like a cat, I think. But scales, so I actually have no idea.
Okay.
It's that lizard that we're looking out for, isn't it?
What?
that
There was a lizard we're supposed to be looking out for?
I don't think so. I don't think I've introduced
Or
it.
was it like an elephant or like something?
the
It
It
was
was
an
it
elephant
was
that
an
was being
elephant. There
taken
was an
over.
elephant, but
Okay.
it hasn't appeared yet.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
it's going to appear
I'm
anymore
very nervous about
because
that still.
of Sarah. And
It
with
was
the
it was
stretch
out there
on.
before that.
It was
No,
there.
no, it was. But I will say, as a confirmation above table, your characters don't know this, but as for the players, so that they know what
Assume
to
that it's
focus
already
on,
come here.
it is no longer in its original form anymore because there is nothing that is
This-
focusing to keep it as an elephant
Great.
or
So
as a
then,
raven.
Great.
so the 95,000 souls
Yeah.
are just with the Katamari ball.
To reiterate, the souls don't have an organizing conscience anymore. It's the equivalent of asking a crowd of like 80 kindergartners what they would like for lunch. None of them has an agreed upon opinion.
You don't
All
even gotta
of them are
specify
arguing.
kindergartners for that.
Also, they're all angry.
97,000 anybody.
95,000 anybody.
So does this mean it's like a Pandora's box where they just like flew all over the place, or they still a collective?
They're like congealed together. Just there's no real thing directing them with
Oh, so they're
rhyme
just
or reason.
willy-nilly. Okay, that's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, Sarah, do you feel well to stand and move? Because she kind of, is like a harpoon gut it over here.
She like tries to get up and it's very clear like she's walking with like a lot of effort. Like she's barely got any energy in her.
How well does she look to me? Like, can I tell if like she should be moving around at all, or like do I get a sense that, if she spends some time moving around, she'll feel better? Like what situation?
It's not in the I would say with this doesn't even require a roll. This is very much from your skill set and your knowledge. She's probably going to be walking with a cane for the rest of her life now.
Mm.
Like it's that level of like her body's been severely thrashed.
Wea.
She's standing and she is walking, but it's very clear it is not without effort and probably a bit of pain. Like there is no straight line walking anymore. She is very much like staggered.
Are there trees nearby?
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that
Oh,
one
you want to find a
actually up.
branch to get her a cane? Is that what you're
Yes.
thinking? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Wea, she needs something to walk with. Can you find a walking stick?
On it. And then I run away to a tree.
Roll for this solely because I want to see if the buff nerd fails to literally snap a branch off a tree.
Can you
Okay.
get a stick?
Can I? I don't know. Okay.
Don't let your aunties down in this. Don't let your buff aunties down.
Sorry, son. Okay. I would like
Facet,
to
skill, and if there's anything from your key that's relevant.
Can I use adaptability because I don't know the
I
kind
would
of
say so.
tree? Yes. Okay. Okay, son, I need to look at my sheet. Okay.
How about no, mom?
Right?
That's
He's
basically what-
purring. He's purring so loudly right now because he knows that he's being a shit. Okay. I would like to use. Yeah. Can I just use athletics because I'm snapping,
Yes, you are literally trying to break a branch off
Oh
of a
no,
tree,
I'm plugged
bud.
to my headphones. I can't hear you. I've plugged them back in. It's my son.
I swear to God, technology today is fighting with us to the utmost degree.
Just blame my son. It's his fault. You said yes
I'm not blaming a cat. Why would you ask me to blame a cat?
because
Yes.
he's literally standing on top of my headphone cord right now as he's sitting on me.
I said yes. Roll the damn thing.
Okay. And then I would like to argue sacrifice because I'm sacrificing my own ego to help someone who hurt us.
I will let it slide. I will note it is a difficulty 1 task, but if you fail this, I will be a little sad.
Okay, I am rolling 10 dice.
Listen,
It'll be real funny if you
It would
manage
be
to get
really
enough
Fail.
funny.
It would be really
Or like a-
funny.
please.
we need like an edge success on this one.
Okay.
You try to rip the branch, but it snaps back and hits you in
I
the
was
face.
literally just thinking.
I'm like
Like this
so
Looney Tunes style, like
I'm so
backlash.
sorry. I
Boing.
have 6 successes
Ah.
and 1 success.
You should have lied and said you had none.
Not in front of my son.
It's
He
like
was told
somebody
not to
barely
lie.
it's the equivalent of someone putting in the effort to tear a piece of paper. It is not hard for you. And the process of you getting going up to just go and grab a tree, you also to grab not grab a tree, climb a tree, snap a branch. You have a whole ass branch of a tree, by the way. You do actually notice from having a higher vantage what it is that the crowd is gathering around. Now, I would say among you, the only one who probably has had, if not first, like up close and personal experience with these sorts of beings, at least knows enough, has heard some stories about them, would be a Destia, because a Destia, been around forests, you've been closer to the mountains at some points, you would know that such reptilian creatures that are known to fly and have breath weapons are quite common in mountain regions. You would know that dragons,
Oh dear.
on occasion, are quite vast. Some of them can be very vain and arrogant, while others are just helpful and easygoing, and some of them are just little guys, basically, in temperament. But it's unclear which of these should be. Now, Wea, as you look up, you see there is, if we're using like the 5e equivalent size terms, kind of like a teenage to barely going into adulthood size dragon. So instead of like the impressive like 35-foot wingspan kind of ones, you're looking more like 20,
A
25.
mere 20 feet. Jesus.
Like it's impressive. Like it's a big dragon, but it's still like it's like if you took your mental image of what a imposing dragon is and you compared it to this one, it doesn't measure up quite as much. It looks kind of scrawny, but with a variety of blue and yellow tinged scales all across the top part of its body, a pair of kind of leathery blue wings, and a horned head, there is a dragon currently talking to people somewhere a few neighborhoods over in Rimehold.
I climbed down from the tree. With my successes, I would like to say that like what I pull off is like equivalent to a very like stable cane without trying.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Yes. Um, and then I kind of just like I don't even look at Sarah. Um, kind of give it to them. And then I turn to the rest of the group and I'm like, dragon?
Excuse me?
Is it a dragon?
What are you?
You know, wings and then a lizard body.
Okay. Like, do I know that there are dragons in Rimehold?
A dragon has never ever fucking come to Rimehold for
Yeah.
any reason.
I'm just like you've got to be shitting me. There's no dragons in Rimehold.
It'd be the equivalent of a Yeti showing up in a shopping mall. Like that's
Yeah.
how weird
I
and
mean,
random
okay.
this is.
Listen, we did have a monkey show up in an IKEA once, like in Canada,
It's true.
like fully. But yes, I
I'm
take
gonna
your
ask you
point.
about that more
Correct.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you straight up. There is a dragon
Okay.
just chilling in a section
Okay, well,
of
I mean, is
Rimehold.
it doing okay, but is it doing big destruction and is it actually a problem? Because otherwise, I mean, there are monsters and all sorts of things here, and we kind of tend to let them just do their thing and stay out of their
Yeah,
way.
but we still have to do that thing. And
Oh,
I'd
so you're
like
saying the dragon is a potential complication regarding our little soul, the 100,000 soul dilemma.
no, I was saying that we need an ally for a 105,000
Mm,
issue.
okay. See, I'm not. Destia, you're kind of good with animals, right?
I'm already hopping on Red Sword and packing up to leave.
I was
Why did you
waiting
take
for
us
it.
with?
Okay, well, the rest of us can't fly, so
Oh, I'm walking.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna fly with Ransur up there. Why is my
to the
camera
dragon.
being weird? What the fuck? Whatever.
I mean, Azora, what are you doing in this?
Oh God, uh, I think I'm probably just making sure that Sarah is okay.
She's fine. Like now that she has the cane, it's easier for
Yeah,
her to walk. She's definitely walking a lot slower than she was before.
I think I just will help her go as quickly as we can towards the dragon, I suppose. I mean, that feels like a problem we should take care of.
What if the dragon is just simply vibing? I actually
What?
think that maybe the dragon doesn't have to be our problem.
No, ally. I said
Yeah.
ally.
Oh,
Ally.
well, listen, if I never saw a dragon before and I saw a dragon for the first time, I would probably, even if it's only a small baby 20-foot dragon, probably still freak out a little bit. So we might want to go at least make sure it's nice and tell people, like, it's okay, this is
Okay.
nice.
Okay. So, Anela, does it look like a Western dragon or does it look like a kind of, Chinese long boy?
The neck is a little bit
Because
closer to the Chinese long
okay,
boy, but
because
the
as
rest
a
of the
player,
the
this is
rest
going
of
to
the
color my
body,
perception. Yeah, because like as a player, this is
yes.
going to color my perception of the dragon because Chinese long boys are actually nice.
So here's the thing. The nature of dragons and Amulta, as they're described in the book, they're very much like there's no set personality or like temperament that they have. The only
Okay.
thing that's confirmed about them is that is common fact is that they tend to be shapeshifters and folks who are incredibly ambivalent about anything related to gender and presentation. They're the kind of folks who like they'll snap their fingers and they'll be like a bunny person. They'll snap their fingers, they'll be like an ambiguous genderqueer. They'll snap their fingers, and the next thing they'll be like the buffest woman you've ever met with very
Okay.
dainty high femme
And
aesthetic.
that's what it's like being gender fluid.
I mean, yes, but also that's the thing.
Dragons
The
are
neck,
transcending the concept of gender. They're just above
yes,
that shit. So,
yes, dragons. I like to think of it in the framework of they've lived long enough that they are like a god. In that, why would a god care about gender?
yeah,
This
they
is a
probably don't give a
mortal
fuck.
concern.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Okay. Okay, let's go see the dragon
Can
then.
I can I, can I ask you a question?
Yes, I don't like that you're giggling already.
Um, how so I like saw that it was a dragon in the distance because obviously live on the coast. So like we have people coming from other lands all the time and so stories spread, rumors and all that.
If you're gonna ask me in some form if you could turn into a dragon, I'm going to go use the bathroom and I'm going to think about that. So please vamp and think about your decision of why do you want to be a dragon?
I mean, why not?
I
Okay,
want to
listen,
be a
I
dragon.
could be this human thing, or I
Or
could
you
be a
could be a dragon.
dragon.
I mean, also, and then you can go up there and then talk dragon to dragon,
That's what I
like,
mean.
game recognizes game. Like, I get it.
Exactly. Like I just get like a quick glimpse once we get there, and then I go in the alley
Okay, also, okay,
and
so the thing
quickly
is,
change.
Like
I will
Superman,
support
a
this
quick
dragon
change.
ambition, but like, will you, like, if you're a dragon, are you happy to like fly us up there as well?
I don't know what abilities. I don't. Let me.
Like,
Okay.
can you, like, if you're a big dragon, can we, like, ride on your back? Is that chill? Like,
I think it says calling my bond. Even I can be transformed. So yes, I don't think I could become a really big dragon. Like I couldn't become the kaiju-sized iguana when we were on the island. So
no,
I
you could be
don't
like a little
know.
baby dragon.
I
Honestly,
imagine it's like if Rizzo the rat was a dragon.
Sorry, who the fuck is Rizzo? Who the
Oh
fuck
my
is Rizzo the rat?
God.
The Muppet Rizzo the rat.
Oh, I don't know anything about the Muppets. I'm sorry.
That is okay. He's sort of a smart mouth little
yeah,
rat.
yeah.
And this is what I imagined, but a dragon and small.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
feel like I can take the form of like what I've been able to see, which is why I turned relatively close to the kaiju
Mhm.
The iguana.
iguana, but
Okay.
then I was like small because I only know how to do small because that's
Okay.
my frame of reference. But if my frame of reference is the 20-foot wingspan dragon, I can become a 20-foot wingspan dragon as well.
Yeah. I'm prepared to argue this.
Feels logical to me.
Yeah.
Gross.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Hey,
Guys are really. Did we level up?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
I didn't do
No,
anything.
That's
Did.
okay. I did
Add-
not also, and I
add
did it very
2
quickly.
Your
I did,
facets,
and I increased my scatter to 15 maximum
then
scatter.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
I'm
God, I
gonna
gotta do that real quick.
I'm gonna send you your season 3
yeah, season 3.
abilities so you can look
I
through
have, I know,
season
I have
1.
the, I have it already up.
Oh.
I have the entire book up. I just have to check what the heck.
I'm just
Season
not very good at searching in the book, apparently.
You're fine. You're fine.
It's not in my
Um,
skill set.
You're
Sorry.
doing great.
So
Oh,
anyway, Weia's gonna become a dragon. That's what I
Yeah.
heard.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds
absolutely.
great.
to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're
Yeah.
gonna go chat with other dragon.
And
Yeah,
then
here we
make
go.
friends with it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
ally.
ally. And then
Okay.
Oof.
and then we can do the dragon tails thing. Fly with dragons to the
Dragon
land
tails,
of stars.
dragon tails. Okay, so Gina, just so you know, I took something that can hit twice as hard. That was like the ability that I took. And then Kelodrena took something that allows them to have
15 scatter.
scatter.
And I think I took the one your max ally pool increases to 7.
Nice.
Oh my
think
God.
there
I have
was a
I
nice
have this
one.
crazy one that I'm not gonna take. But
What
there's
is
one
it?
that if I spend 2 blur, it contributes successes to the destroy goal equal to 3 times the amount of scatter in your ally pool.
Oh.
Whoa.
I don't actually think I'm gonna take that, but
I
this
mean,
is like,
like that would
why
be
is this?
good in the that would be good for like synergy, but yeah, you don't what are you taking instead?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why
okay.
why is this class either like healing or I'm a solo it? Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
I can
You're
solo.
Windswept Cavalier?
I can do
Yes.
2 things.
Kill and heal.
Things.
No. Actually, this class's definition of I'm a healer, but
But
Yes.
Yeah.
You better call an ambulance for you.
not for
But
me.
not for me.
not for me.
Okay, so to answer your question, Mirm, I will probably end up saying yes. Anyways, carrying on.
We all
We,
talked
We all
constructed
agreed
an
on-
argument.
We all were
You
like,
did it.
yes.
We're
Yes, we
prepared
constructed an
to
argument.
argue for this,
We
actually,
developed a
on the basis of
PowerPoint.
logic.
Yes.
I swear to God,
I've-
if the PowerPoint is just one slide that says please, I
It
would
just
still
says
probably
no.
say
Yes.
yes.
No.
I wrote an entire paragraph about why
I think given the
should be a
mechanics-
dragon.
Given the mechanics of how you previously turned into an iguana, there is no reason to really say no.
Yes. So my reason so what I am bringing to the table is that like the iguana, I am using this as a frame of reference. So I'm not going to turn into this big old dragon. I'm going to turn into a dragon that's the same size as the one in front of me because that is like what I know. Because
Fair
like with the
enough.
iguana on the island, I know iguanas is this size, not the kaiju size, you know?
Fair enough.
So
On that note, so the group heads over to encounter this dragon.
yes. As soon as I see it, I go into the alley and then
You come back out as a dragon?
we're going full Clark Kent here.
Okay.
Who's that?
That's a choice.
So, like, I have an
Well-
important question for you. In your dragon form, are you still wearing your little glasses?
Please.
I'm wearing my glasses. I'm wearing I have tattoos all over my scaly skin. And I do have a flower in my hair. in my ear, because I have cute
Like,
little
you have like an
earrings.
ear fin or a horn or something, and it's just
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you approach, number one, with you having done this, the crowd actually starts scattering because you did not give a
Yeah.
bunch of normal everyday people warning that you were going to turn into a dragon. So you just scared an entire crowd of people
Ah.
away.
Okay.
So number one, that's the first thing that happened. The second thing, you see this dragon approach, and while it is still, relatively speaking, a runt compared to its other dragon kin, it's just you still feel the presence of it going just breaking like bits of the pavement and just going up to you and going, "My gods, I've never seen someone so gorgeous. I didn't realize I looked this good."
This dragon is so valid.
You know, I get it. I get it.
Scales, I have never been able to see them in this way before. My tail, my wings. I'm magnificent and terrifying.
Kind of terrifying. Nah. Now that
Hello
we're on
there.
eye level, now that we're eye level,
Hello there, my kin. Who might you be? Are you another version of me that I've yet to meet?
yes.
Only another version of me could be so gorgeous.
Yes, I am another version of you.
Glory be to all of the deities.
But I don't have the same personality as you. So
Well, can't all be winners.
I don't, yeah, we don't, this conversation doesn't need to happen. What are you doing here, by the way?
I have come to seek aid from those who would be graced by my presence and thankful to help a dragon.
Oh,
Your
aid.
name, please. I have asked you for your name. Give me your name.
I've already told you that I'm you, so
What
you
is my
have
name
the
then?
name.
If you are me, then what is my name?
I am the one who glides on the air. I am the one who basks and sings to the stars. I am the one who stands in front of you.
Ah, yes, you know me by my many titles that I have given myself over the years, but what is my name?
Quick question, as somebody who has seen a bunch of dragons at least at a distance, do I recognize any part of this dragon's name? Like, do I know
None
this
of
one?
these titles are remotely familiar to you. They're
Yeah,
they're
no, no,
nothing
I
of
mean, like,
renown.
Like they're all just made up on the spot.
No, I mean like looking at this dragon, like ignoring anything that's being said, like looking at them.
You've probably
Can I identify them?
You've probably seen when you were younger what must have been their mother. This being looks significantly smaller than the mom.
Would I know their mother's name?
You would know that their mother's name is Galatrix, the Howling Frost. Was once at one point took up residence in the last tooth and was known to be an additional unintended deterrent for those who were wishing to see. I believe it's what is her name? What is her name? The Wailing Agrippina.
It's like the yelping snowflake, right?
By comparison, they are the yelping snowflake, where she was the
Excellent.
howling frost. I really want to emphasize this is a dragon that does not look impressive when compared
Yeah.
to, especially for Adestia. Like, you've seen fully grown dragons. This is definitely not a fully grown dragon that is trying to pass itself off as something much bigger than it is.
Question just for
All right.
size comparison. How big is this dragon compared to that ball of 110,000 souls that we
It's
released
on
yesterday?
par slash smaller.
The dragon is smaller.
The dragon is smaller than
Okay.
the ball of souls.
So this is not that, I mean, while nerve-wracking, not terrifying.
Yeah, exactly what I meant. Yeah.
It's kind of why people were like mildly interested by this thing appearing, because they had just seen something bigger. But when two of them appeared, all of a sudden they got scared.
That's a lot. That's a little overwhelming, I understand. And you're also
just had one
surrounded, so
kaiju, and now we have two mini kaijus. Like, there's
Got
a
it.
problem here.
Yep, I'm 100% there.
Doing great. I look. Oh, go.
No, if you have something else.
Oh no, I was just gonna start talking.
I will say to him, I will say to him, your far shout from the last tooth. Does the Howling Frost know that you're here?
Mother is aware that I go where I choose to go. Like, suddenly
your
has the
errand?
look of like, you have hit a sore spot.
Yeah. So, what's the favor you're asking?
I wish
You
to
wish?
offer the opportunity to those of you down here, to the
Uh-huh.
small folk,
Okay.
to help me deal with someone who has recently come into my home.
Which is where?
It would be on the mountain, on the last tooth.
Was it
Okay.
was it a shadowy figure?
It appeared to be a rather large, slimy, liquidy mass of dark things that attempted to wrap itself around me. It did successfully at one point have me pinned down, but obviously I am strong enough that I would not have been held for that long.
Or you got help from mom? Whichever one.
Mother was not around to help me. I have my own home separate from them.
Okay, well, the person who just talked to you successfully almost grounded that because I've been traveling
Really?
with them, and
Like, is now ignoring you in the dragon form entirely and is moving up to the literal smallest member of your group on Ransor?
Yeah, could I?
Really? Like, just this very long dragon neck just keeling right close
I'd
to
like
you.
I'd
It's
like
only
to
about
try to,
2 feet away.
as soon as Adesia like does this, I like push the dragon back, like back up. Don't
Could
put your
I?
face in
Mm,
that face. No.
Like, I know that he's trying to like downplay the severity of like what
I will
happened.
note for the
Oh,
record, it is they.
my bad.
They. Yeah, all good.
They they're trying to downplay the severity of like what the situation is. But like can I get a sense of like under all that, like how serious is this? I know it's obviously really serious, but like has it
So,
gotten worse than we expect?
so I'll put it to you this way. I would like you to roll me a check. This is specifically using your skills of anything that you have around medicine and treating wounds.
Okay.
You can choose whatever facet that you feel Adestia's would rely upon in this moment for this, but the reason for it is that as they have moved closer to you, you're actually seeing the gash marks and everything that have happened on their body. And
Yeah.
for the record, as impressive as this dragon looks, it also looks like it took a beating from something.
Yeah. Um, I know that I know that our shadowy figure thing is serious, but I'm trying to get a sense if this is any worse. Like, has it gotten worse? Blah blah blah. Medicine. I am now rolling 3 dice for this for
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
skills. Anything in my facet. Now that we've reset this. Anything in my key, actually. Could I argue that this is Could I argue that this is a self-improvement role, considering that I have learned healing and medicine as for the purposes of that generally, to
I
be
would
a
say
better
yes.
person?
I would
Okay.
say so, yes. So we are in technically season 3 now, so you get 3 dice
Yes.
from that.
I'm rolling an understanding roll.
Yeah. Well, you get 2 from the key, 3 from the season for any skills that are
Yes.
applying, and then whatever
Oh,
your
I rolled
facet
so
is.
bad.
Pardon. But what did you get?
I
This will
rolled.
this will be a tiered success. The more successes will give you more information.
Okay. That was not a success. I knocked that over. I rolled 2 successes and 4 edge successes. And an additional 2 whatevers.
I will give you more information. I will give you all of the information. But you will have gained their attention and interest. Like, you are now their next fixation.
Sure, I'll take that.
So they use one of their long wings and claws and just push Wea out of the way. Like Wea, however much you try and get into it, they do.
Yeah.
It's still a dragon. It's
Yeah.
not an impressive dragon, but it's still a dragon that
Still
you're
very
not used to
much.
being one or fighting one.
Yeah.
And it just sort of inches closer. They inch close to you. And you can actually see like their whole body looks as though they've had a myriad of things have hit it. It looks almost like at some points something like bolts like from a trebuchet have hit it. There's other parts where it almost looks like cannon fire has hit their body, and there's other points where it looks like spears
Mm.
and pikes and swords have clashed against it. Like the body is like they're recovering pretty decently, but they're definitely a lot more hurt than they're trying to let on.
Yeah.
So you get the sense that whatever this thing was trying to do, it's definitely taken interest in this dragon's form, at least.
A little outside of what we would normally expect, which is just trying to. Okay. Okay. Back up a little close.
I'd like to put my arms around its like waist and just try to like pull it back. Not succeeding even in the slightest, but just like holding on and trying.
Oh, you are quite delightful, but perhaps not as interesting as this one is now.
You're just too close. I'm just trying to make you back up just
Back
tiny
up.
bit, tiny bit, tiny bit.
Would this make you more comfortable? And you just sort of see it's almost like a puff of smoke poof, just appears, and they shrink down to what is now a 9 foot tall bipedal dragon humanoid form. Would this make you feel more comfortable? Or snaps their fingers, they shift. They are now like an 11 foot tall, like kind of very chiseled, muscular, beefy tank of a man, at least masculine form. Or would you prefer something like this? Snaps again. Very gender ambiguous, but like very long, gorgeous flowing locks that are all with a shaved head on the right side, just going all the way down to like past their chest. And like very well done makeup, like beautiful lipstick, just the epitome of mixing various kinds of gender presentations. Would these make you feel more comfortable?
Nothing makes me feel comfortable.
I like you already. You're direct, you're open, you're honest. I love that in people.
So what are the deets here? You want us to go to the mountain and solve your problem for you, but we have a lot of other pressing problems, and I gesture generally to the sun.
Well, I assume that you have interest in taking care of other people to some extent. Are you certain you wish to leave this sort of an open threat available to others? I think it could pose a threat to everyone on the mountain if you don't take care of it soon enough.
I have an interest. It's just we have to work out our priorities here, do a little triage.
A woman of great thought and mindfulness. I like you.
So mindful.
I look at everybody else for help. Very subtle, pleading look in my eyes.
Look of, for the love of God, help me.
I think
I've
Azura's just
curled
like,
up.
you got this.
I've curled up and I'm like behind Azura, just like trying to like, you can lean on me now. I'm just acting like a cat. I'm not gonna help. He doesn't
I'll
like me
just-
Oh
anymore.
no.
Like the cool guy, like, you got this. We'll let
What's
it test you.
Keldrinith doing? I'm genuinely curious what's Keldrinith doing hearing all of this.
Honestly, at this point, like, since no one is going to step in and help with Dusty, I'm just going to be like, well, you happen to be, uncommonly fortunate, but we have some things to address that will help assist in solving your problem. But as my colleague has said, we are on our missions of our own.
If I were to fly you over there and save you quite a lot of time and travel, would that sweeten the deal at all?
I mean, what actually is the deal? What are you offering in return? Like,
You're helping
have
me.
not...
You're helping you're helping an impressive dragon. I would think that is already.
Okay, so the nature
reward
of our
enough.
so the nature of our helping, does that mean that you also will contribute your most valiant efforts in defeating this thing alongside
I
us
will
as
in- I
brave
will in-
adventurers?
I will ensure that I can at least get the thing to come out of my home so that you may deal with it.
Okay, but
Instead
you know,
of having to
look,
force you
what
to
do
fight
you-
in my home in an enclosed space, unless
Of
you
course not.
are
I have no
fond of
des
that.
Yes, I understand. Okay, but what if I said that I really, I really need to see this legendary display of prowess that you have mentioned on multiple occasions. What if you, because I just your hesitation, it makes me, it makes me doubt the maybe you're just not that impressive. Is that
Oh,
really what you want to say? I know you can do a great
I
job.
want you to roll for this. You are
We
trying
Yes.
to
just
appeal to their
I'm
ego to
trying
the
to appeal to
strongest.
their ego.
We
100%.
This is a
are.
We
difficulty
need
3 roll
Yeah,
to
I'm
see
just like,
whether
no,
or
no,
not
no,
they're
no,
going to try
no.
and
We
help you.
need no, we have allyship. We're not doing this dragon's dirty work. Like, okay, it's convenient for us because we need help with the souls, but nah, this dragon is gonna do their fair share of
also,
the job, is what I think.
I
Yeah.
love it. It's also, it's like they don't know that. They
Yeah.
don't know that we need help.
Yeah, they don't know that. I'm trying to do this tactfully, like to our favor.
They don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, can I roll with okay, I want to roll subtlety, tactics, and ambition, if that's okay.
Yes, this is a difficulty
Okay.
3, so you need six. You
Two,
need 3 sixes to pass this one.
3, and well, I'm rolling 7 dice. So
Let's see.
if I've done this correct. Yeah, okay, no problem. That is 3 successes with 2 sixes and a 5. So
There is
I'm
a
just like,
moment of
yeah.
you see like almost like a look of fury start to spread on their face as they're like there's almost like the equivalent of just saying like, are you doubting me? And you have this dragon's face like a foot away from you for
Okay,
how
great. I want
close.
to I want to like kind of go forward to kind of like almost boop it, like, but just to show that I'm actually not uncomfortable with it being in my face,
Yeah,
like.
I
Gotta
will
boost
say
this
it is
in.
not in the draconic form. It is in the like 11, 12 foot tall like
Oh, okay,
womanly
yeah, that's
form.
fine. That's actually fine. I'm just gonna stand where I am and be like, I think that after all this, it would you'd be doing us a massive favor to show off this legendary display of prowess.
Fine.
Yeah.
I
And on top of that,
will.
you'll fly us to where we need to be. So obviously we can lend our most magnificent assistance.
Mm, you drive a hard bargain, but I will accept these terms if you will help me get back my home.
Yeah. I'll kind of look around to the rest of the party and be like, yeah, what do you think, gang? Like,
think this
okay.
is the most amused Azura has been in since probably since she had her own ship. So
Yeah.
she's in.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Sounds like a deal.
Then it is settled. Your fine crew has been blessed on this day by Chaotrix.
Knew it.
If you find this name to be too difficult to pronounce with your human tongues, then you may go call me by my other name. Simply Chad.
Is that a name you chose yourself?
Yes, it is the
You
closest
know,
approximation I have of Chaotrix to your human tongues.
I
Chad.
see. Okay. Okay.
I have been led to believe it is the name of a great being.
Where did
One
you
who is
Absolutely.
supreme above all.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd
So
like
the thing is, I just want to make it clear that I'm going to call you Chad because that is the name that you've chosen, not because Chaotrix is too difficult for my human tongue to pronounce. Just so we're clear about that.
You may say
Chad.
whatever you wish that will comfort your poor insignificant lives.
I see how it's going to be. Okay. Well, whenever you're ready. Chad.
I call him Sea Dog.
Sea Dog.
You can thank once again. You can thank my spouse and their girlfriend for that name. They were like, it's a long ass name, but no one can say it properly. So the closest approximation in
So they
English
just go
is
by Chad.
Chad, the Chad
Oh.
dragon, the
Okay.
Chadster.
Sea dog.
Sea dog.
So, whenever you are ready, I will take you to my home.
Can I see if I can fly?
You can try.
Okay. Okay, so like can I get a vibe check on this? Like is this dragon like have I successfully baited this dragon to actually being useful? Or are they just saying that because they intend to fly us up there and then doom us to fight the souls by ourselves? Okay.
You can still hear and see me, yes?
Yes.
Okay, that was weird. My power just had flickered on everything for a
Oh.
moment, and I was scared that I went off.
Oh, no, you're here. You're fine.
Concerning. Concerning, I'm afraid. Say that one more time for me.
Yeah, basically, do I get the impression that the dragon is going to keep their word? Is Chad a dragon of their word?
Doesn't sound like it. Sorry.
I will say I will not put this down to a roll. Yes, they are.
Okay.
They are far too vain.
Right,
And
they're
have
too
far
vain
too much
to, like,
writing
yeah,
to lie.
okay.
Because
Yes.
if it got out, the Chad the Almighty.
I know their mom.
Yeah.
Also, you know their mom. You
Oh.
could just go and tell their mom.
I know who
Mommy
their mom
dearest.
is.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we have too much, like, you know, we've
You
got
have
too
too
much
much
on them to,
dirt,
like,
and
yeah.
they have too much pride to
Okay.
lose by not
Okay,
getting your
great.
help.
Love that. Okay. Is there anything that we want to do before we get on the dragon? Because I don't know about you, but I want to have breakfast. I pull out the rest of like the coconut loaf and like just
We should
Yeah.
go find Auntie Coco and see if
I
she
need
has
some-
any
I need some
breakfast
stuff.
enhancement.
No, yeah, I need my PEDs so I can fly, bro. I need that for
I'm
my
fine with the
auntie.
coconut bread. I'll offer it to everybody else because, like, you know, it's good.
Can I roll to see if I can fly?
Yes,
Okay.
You know what? I'm not gonna have this be a full roll. I would like you to roll me a d6 and call evens or odds.
Oh, okay. Am
This
I
is
rolling
not a
D6?
skill that you have any experience with.
Well,
You're
I wanted
lucky
to use
let you do
adaptability.
this.
I wanted to
Well-
use adaptability, performance, and willpower. That was gonna be my stuff to see if I can.
You know what? Okay, you know what, Mirm? You've made a good argument for it. I'm gonna let you. The difficulty is 4.
Incredible.
You
I'm
need
rolling
4 6s.
I'm rolling 10 dice.
The level of glee that Mirm gets on their face whenever they do this alarms me at times.
Success is 2 edge successes.
So, I'll let you have. You can get an approximation of flight. It will not last long, and the cost of it will be you are going to wreck a significant portion of the local area in Rimehold if you try and do this. Just
I would-
learning to fly.
I would like to just fly to Auntie Coco's. That's all.
It does not matter how far you have to go. You are going to just wing careen across buildings if you take the edge successes.
I turn to Keladrenith and I say, I'm so sorry for this. And then I take off.
No, don't even try. There's people that live in those buildings.
Watch this.
So
Okay, like,
I-
look, it doesn't matter that that tower was about to fall over anyway. People still live here.
So Keladrenith, I would like you to roll me a d6.
Ugh,
Oh no.
that's a 3. Why?
There are 3 family homes that are destroyed by Wea's actions doing this.
I'll come back and help you fix it.
You better.
Yikes.
Sorry, like you just.
Keladrenith, you have a bed for me, right?
But we're like the survivors of a war-torn country, and you're going to wreck people's houses. Like, come on.
I also want to note for the record, this city has just had an entire section of one of their protective walls broken by a shadowy venom kaiju and had a two dragons show up, and you as a dragon take off flying, careening across the building, skidding.
Ugh.
Like we're
Oh,
talking
Lord.
like a fucking biplane like getting hit and going you
Ugh.
uh,
Kildra that disapproves.
it
Tell
just
Jennifer we'll
shows
remember
up.
this.
Yeah, it shows up. There's both a Telltale
Absolutely.
Games and a Baldur's Gate 3 message logo that
Yep,
appears saying
Kildra that
Kildra
disapproves. Just a
disapproves.
little like icon portrait that says, "Yep."
Also, like The Sims, like negative.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
It's like
every
three of
person.
them. It's like three of them. It's like,
like negative, angry mood. Like, yeah.
But so you go to Auntie Coco's.
Coco. And then when I knock on the door, I'm back to where I'm no longer a dragon.
Well, yeah, you don't want to scare her. Like, she'll
No,
get a heart
exactly.
attack.
Oh,
you
who are
already
you?
ripped off half her house.
Who said it was Auntie Coco's house that I just wrecked?
I did.
But you said 3 families. You never specified it was Auntie Coco's house.
Yeah,
Specifying now.
that's why I'm telling
Oh,
you
dear.
right now, you fucking chaos gremlin. One of the houses is obviously going to be hers. You think you get off scot-free when you literally
The
rip through part of the
consequences of your
civilizations?
What
Immediately.
consequences for my actions? What are
Can
you
you at
talking
least
about?
at least do a sweet move as you like crash into her
Do a
house?
flip. Do a flip.
Do
I
a
do a
barrel
flip.
Like
I do a
Tokyo
barrel roll,
Drift.
and then I just like take off the roof of her house and I do
So,
a
like, is
barrel roll.
Chad like watching this, and do they have judgmental comments on Waya's flying?
I would love to hear them.
Yes. Most of them are like, you seem inexperienced and extremely reckless in all that you do.
I would like to yell at one point, I'm not actually you.
It's like
I'm
the opposite
aware
of
now
Soldier
that you are
Boys.
not me. I am not this incompetent.
Oh.
Oh.
remains to be seen.
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know. This is my first date. Okay. I'd like to just knock on the auntie's door.
With her roof missing, like.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh God, tears in my eyes.
Had to do a comeback around, do a U-turn.
So, Auntie Coco just sort of comes out. She has a very severe look on her face, in contrast to the very chilled out expression you saw last night. Yeah, what? Who are you? What do you want?
We met last night. You like came to my like thing, gave me food. You were really,
yeah.
really high.
Are you the one who did that?
No. A dragon did that. Do I look like a dragon?
Are you lying to an auntie?
I'm not a dragon. Can I be clear? I'm not a dragon.
Like looks to the rest of the group in that way
Is the
that
rest of the
only
group
like an
already
auntie.
here?
Yeah.
It just
Yes!
is not it does
Yeah,
I
he's
feel
not
like I was
getting
so
involved.
fast.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
is
not
looking
okay. So
at
the thing
all of
is, I'm
you.
not gonna rat you out, but I'm not gonna defend you on this matchup because fully.
I'm like coming up with Sarah slowly behind, just like
Actually, could I say I am still Chaotrix? I am not letting them leave without us.
No, that's fair. You're with Chad.
I'm wherever there. Yeah, I'm with Chad.
Teledrenith may be behind me. Who
Yeah,
knows?
Killadrith is totally behind, is
know.
totally there, and is just like looking at you like, like from.
I'm not a dragon. That is what I'm saying. And a dragon did that. But
What do you want? What do you want?
I want my drug. You promised.
I don't
Do you want
remember
some-
promising.
That's because you were high. Okay?
Did a genuine question? Did the auntie promise you drugs?
Yeah, didn't she? She was
I
like,
think
yeah,
she
come
actually-
by.
She said, "Come by." She didn't say she's
Yeah.
gonna give you her drugs.
That's how I took it.
That's a lot of presumptions on your part that you get.
Okay.
You go to
She's
other people's
happening.
house and immediately presume when they've had substances that they're gonna let you in. Drugs cost money, bud.
So then I would like to offer to fix their house in exchange. Like that is happening. I'm gonna fix that and then I'll come back because I gotta fix some houses when I get back.
Just destroyed your
fucking house. Can I have your drugs? I'll fix the room.
that you broke.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I gotta roll this one more time. Okay, okay. So, if you want this done in a timely fashion and not take 4 hours out of your day, in which I will add an additional complication to whatever you are going to deal with,
Yeah.
you are going to have to use magic and at bare minimum spend 3 scatter on it.
I won't take the drugs. I'll just say I'll come back and fix your house. I need you to do this for the sake of my team.
Mm, I'm gonna get my trusted nephew to do it. He's been needing to do work anyways, and she just closes the door on you.
I would like to leave one of the like pieces of food that we had from the previous night at our front door and then just be like, all right, Jenna, we gotta go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Higher,
walk back at a
I
brisk pace.
want to note the last 5 minutes have felt like somebody put me into a fever dream. I just want you all to know this.
Do you all
Yes.
remember toddlers on cocaine?
We're back.
We're back,
I think
baby.
we found our prime candidate of that exact sentiment.
I was
Um,
looking for my cocaine. I wasn't on it yet. We're getting there.
Mayor, can you make a note here of this of Mirm's statement? I was looking
Just-
for my cocaine. I wasn't on it.
Just
Because I think
super cut.
I think Mirm should have this as a reference for anything else they ever do in actual plays for the future.
Just super cut it next to toddlers on cocaine directly into this.
So you head back. And the entire time, by the way, Odessia, Keandrix has just been trying to impress you. And has just been shifting forms constantly to see if any of them were appealing to you. The one
No.
very distinct element throughout all of it is that for some reason, constantly shifting to the biggest, tallest version of whatever form they take. It does not matter what it is, they're very hung up on appearing as big as they can.
Yeah, literally, like it's just like the entire time. She's drinking her morning coffee. That's what's happening. It's
Do
like,
these-
okay.
Does my form
Yeah. And so like as we come back, I just want to I just want to come back and be like cool to them, be like, has anyone ever told you that size isn't everything?
We dragons work in ways that are far more mysterious than you humans.
I don't know. I think you should seek out uh groups of human people called Chad and hang out with them for a bit, and I think you will have many similarities. You'll find.
Are they also great and magnificent as I am?
They sure think so.
They sure do proclaim to be, yes.
Interesting. I will keep this in mind.
Yes.
Thank you. They revert back to in their mind, the massive draconic form.
Okay.
Are you ready?
As ready as we'll be. I'm gonna say yes.
Sure.
Looks over at Azora and Weya. Is just looking particularly judgmentally at Weya. Hmm.
We've never met. So I don't know what you're doing, but I'm ready.
I thought they watched you like transform into the
No, in the
transform
alley.
back.
I
Like
transformed in the alley and then I
No, you
went
transformed
to Auntie
back.
Coco's house, which is far away from here, and away and he would not they would not have
Weya's
seen.
right. They don't. They
Yeah.
actually don't know who you
Oh,
are.
okay.
Now that I
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
I was
They're
like-
who are you?
We've never met before, but I'm ready. I gotta go on your back because I'm with them. I was
Don't
just eating
worry
some
about it.
food.
They're with us. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, are you going to be all right?
Sarah has just been. Sarah is in a similar state that Angela, am in right now, of feeling like this entire thing has
So
been a fever
bewildered.
dream. Yes. She's like, I will check in with Aricia and go from there.
I think that's an excellent plan. May I give you a hug?
Yes.
She'll give just like a really big, strong hug.
Why does what I suppose you humans refer to as your stomach, feel as though it has small creatures flying about in it? I think butterflies?
Aw.
It could be for a lot of reasons, but usually that's some sort of indication of happiness.
Walking away from the scene, just kind of taking a long, making
Mm.
long birth of Chaodrix.
I'll shout to her as she's leaving. You get some rest now. I mean, wow, that sounded way more sarcastic than I meant it to be. But
You're good.
that, but not sarcastic.
What? I think, yeah, I think Azura will just like look at Adestia thinking that it was sarcastic, like trying to parse whether it was sarcastic or genuine. We should go.
All right. I
With
will
that,
get on top of Chad.
a statement none of us have
Yeah,
ever
I mean,
wanted to make
yeah,
ever.
I mean, I do it. I mount Chad.
Could have gotten out
I
of it.
approve of having given
You
this
could have
dragon
gotten out
this
of it.
nickname for that statement alone. So, it is not a comfortable flight the entire time. Like, there's no real ways to hold on to stuff,
I'm just gonna hold
but
on to like a spike or something.
yeah,
I
that's
don't know,
basically what you
like
have to hold on to. You make your way flying across the skies. Again, there's sunlight, but it's getting increasingly covered. And you make your way flying above the forest that some time ago you passed and were working with an Arcanist ally. Fellow traveler, actually, is probably even better than ally, considering your tenuous connection with him. You fly up and you see that the Chet is like keeping hold, floating on the outside of what appears to be a massive cavern. It's much bigger than they are. They appear to be expecting it to grow into their home. Of course.
Probably will, honestly.
yeah.
And you see for a moment, you hear for a moment, just something is just like just this long withdrawing of breath. And you see coming out of it, rivaling the size, I would say, that Adestia has seen for Galatrix, a massive, imposing dragon form. This one, a reflection of what you imagine Creatrix will look like when they are fully grown. The scales are radiant and resplendent. The tail, like just sort of curls around and sort of almost looks like it has a spike ball at the end of it. The wings just keeping them flying, keeping them just with these beautiful wide berth. And as a few seconds pass, you watch as just aspects of it. If you've ever seen something like watercolors just start to get wet and blur and just kind of smudge down, it's like aspects of the scales begin to almost melt off of their body. and they go from this what would best be described as a picturesque, perfect representation of a beautiful dragon into a roiling mass of spirits that look somewhere between symbiote tethers and just slime and sludge and rotting flesh. And you see that the heart of whatever remains of all these spirits has taken this form, and it appears as though it is adapted as one of its forms, Creatrix's body as well. So, I need two things from everybody. Or I'm going to inform you all of two things. Number one, I want folks to roll to make their pool.
Okay.
This thing is not going to waste any time, no words, no nothing. It seeks to lash out at all of
Okay.
you. So,
Are we still in urban or ruins environment, or no, because we're in the mountains?
You're in a different environment now.
Okay.
And we roll tactics.
Well, I still roll tactics from the advantage pool to contribute an additional success. So yeah, we get +1 to whatever on Earth we end up with. So
And we still have we have 3 rerolls still that we can use for this advantage pool. If we roll garbage.
Yes. The whole thing is tactics roll, use any facet, and roll that. And then if you have any abilities that matter in this instance, apply them now. So roll those and tell me what you get. And we're going to write this down for next week.
So we add a facet to this?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Tactics is
bad.
a skill, so facet is just what you're going to add to
that's
that general
good.
pool.
okay. So so yeah, I got 4 successes in the pool plus the one that I get from
Your
my
abilities.
from my crisis specialty. So that's a
Okay.
total of 5.
So that's 5 so far.
5 from me.
Okay. 2. That's 7.
So bad.
So I'm sorry. I promise I was listening. I'm just trying to.
It is any facet.
Okay,
If you have tactics as a skill,
I do. And
That's
then
supposed to be-
roll that.
could I use a key?
If you feel that there is a key that is relevant to this instance in which you are going into conflict with essentially the manifestation of 105,000 soldiers of war.
Anxious?
I think that applies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
let
feel like that
one
just
go.
automatically applies to any tactics.
Just how do you feel about this? Real fucking anxious.
Can I argue survival?
I would say yes, because this thing is looking to destroy.
I got nothing from that anyway.
Okay,
I added
Uh,
2.
so you had 2.
I add 3.
So 5 to the 7 that we've had from the other 2. So you have
Mhm.
a total. I'm marking this down.
12.
12.
Do we want to
Advantage.
re-roll? Because we have
that is a question.
We have
Because
3.
You have 3 of
3 of
those.
them?
Does any? Yes.
And we would
I-
just take the higher of the 2, correct?
Yes.
We
Yeah,
would
I mean, I
re-roll.
personally am fine with what I got. But
I rolled 10 dice and got 2 successes. I feel like I
I-
should
I
probably
feel like, yeah, you could
re-roll.
re-roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
also rolled 10 dice and got 3. So
it's your call. As a note, remember the other thing that's a benefit from that is you can choose to ignore a hit during crisis.
and we still
True.
have 2
Yes.
Yeah.
if we use it right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, do it. Might as well use
Okay.
it.
So whoever
if you
would
want
like to
to.
re-roll that, and
All right, I'll re-roll.
I will adjust the pool.
Yeah,
from
I'm
there.
not re-rolling.
Okay, so you're not re-rolling.
I'm not.
Like, I might as well.
All right, fire it off.
Ah, I rolled exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same
Damn
dice.
it.
Yeah, no, because I mean,
Okay.
because I rolled 8 dice and got 4 successes, and I'm happy with that. So yeah,
That's 50-50.
Yeah,
That's
I'm fine with
about
it.
average.
I literally rolled the exact same numbers on different dice. Yes, we did, Mayor.
Yes, we did, Mayor. We used one of the pool re-rolls.
Like-
Azura and Wea, any better?
No.
I'd like to use 2 of my rerolls just to see if I can get it better.
I literally
your
rolled a
personal
5 or
rerolls?
6.
Personal rerolls, yep.
Okay, so Wea is going to use 2 personal re-rolls, Mayor.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s. Let's fucking go. Okay,
Okay,
now
so
I have
that's 2
5.
more successes.
Yes, I have a total of
Okay,
5.
so that is a total of 14 advantage pool. Okay.
What was the second thing?
Oh, anything we want to do right away.
So, here's the second thing. I'm going to leave this as the point we finish the session for today, as next week will be entirely devoted to just dealing with this thing and the aftermath of it. Here's the deal. Because Keladrenis successfully argued for Chaotrix to help you, Chaotrix can help you in one of two ways at the start of every round. Chaotrix can either help you with with mitigating a negative effect that that this being is going to do to you, or can give you a positive effect towards generating advantage.
Okay.
You get to
And we can
choose
choose every
you
round.
get one of those every round for
Yep.
as long as Chaotrix is available.
Okay.
If the creature does something to Chaotrix and they are knocked out or just incapacitated, then that benefit will end. But this is me giving a boon to y'all because you successfully took the path of getting them to be on your side for this.
Makes sense.
Okay. Right. Thank
So-
you. Would you be able to write that down somewhere because I will
Yes.
forget before next
Yes,
session?
I will
Thank you.
write it down as dragon. I will put it down essentially as Dragon's Aid. Gain help for advantage generation or mitigating negative effects each round. Okay.
And you said we can use an ability?
If you have any abilities that apply right before crisis we go into it, that's what's going to happen. But I am going, before that happens, I'm going to roll a d6. And this will determine what form the creature starts in.
Okay.
Because it has 3 forms it can adapt throughout the entirety of this battle. 1 to 2 is the first form, 3 to 4 is the second, 5 and 6 is the third. That is a 1.
Okay.
Its first form, you watch as the creature shapes its body into the form of an ancient soldier of a forgotten war. It has a long spear in one hand and a shield in the other. That is what you will face at the start of the session next week as we finish our session for today, folks.
Okay. Thank
As
you.
final boss battle is next week.
Can I use an ability?
Yes.
I'd like to spend 1 scatter for alert eye so that we know all of the hazards that are around us.
Good
All of
idea.
the hazards are basically a collapse of the cave, getting knocked off of you're on kind of like an open extended plateau that sticks out of the cave, but if that plateau gets ruined or the terrain changes for whatever reason strongly enough, you're going to lose that as footing and you're falling.
Okay.
Unless you're Adestia. Adestia's fine.
Unless you're me.
Yeah.
Adestia's just built different. But folks, that is where we're ending the session for today, as the penultimate episode, A Ruined Beauty, is coming to a close. I'm going to let everyone go around and introduce who they've been playing, and one quick thing we can find your character, or we can find you in somewhere else. So I'm going to start with who we didn't get to start with last time, Gena.
Hi, I'm Gena. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Gena Thand dot whatever the rest of the normal Blue Sky handle is. You can find me in terms of, shows every other week. The D&D game that I play at Entropy Emporium is back. We're in our 2nd season. If you want to see me play a different unimpressed woman who's very small.
With a mount.
Yes,
You also have a horse in that.
I have a horse in that one. If you want to watch a different version of Adestia, you can you can see me at Entropy Emporium every other week. This past week was the on week, so it's 2 weeks from now. Keep an eye, and that's where you can find me. I just played the same woman repeatedly.
Listen, consistency is not to be undervalued in this world. Speaking of consistency, and except in this term's level of chaos and infrastructure desolation, Mirm, you're up.
I feel like this is the first session that I've done infrastructure damage, but I could
It's
be
true.
wrong. Hi, everybody. My name is Mirm. I use she, they pronouns, and tonight I have been playing Wea, who uses they, them pronouns, our volcanic tracker, and the chaos gremlin bean, whatever you want to call me. That is me. You can find me. I am starting a new campaign on Wednesday on the Bardic Inspiration Network. Yes. Where I'm going to be playing Spruce because the Samoan name is much too long for anybody, and I have to practice it. And I'm playing a taxi driver in the middle of New York City, okay? And I'm just trying to survive, and I'm just getting back from Boston, all right? And just, so you can find me there being kind of chaos and really loud, all right? I gotta be. Also, Gena in Entropy Emporium is so funny, just because you
Hey,
also have a mount. It's so fun.
you're not allowed to plug my stuff. Your stuff only.
I do it anyway.
Carrying that level of hype to another being who's always happy to hype everybody else, Amber.
Hi, my name is Amber, and I use she, they pronouns, and I have been playing Azura. I almost said Adestia. I have not. I've been playing Azura, who also uses she, they pronouns and is a title navigator. You can find me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/analog_amber, returning officially, you heard it here first, on August 11th.
Awesome. Gonna pass on over to the MB with a plan who has managed to get a dragon to help them go Sebastian.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Sebastian. I use they, them pronouns, and I've been playing Kildrenith, who also uses they, them pronouns, our beckoning infiltrator. This is actually a big release week for me. Several projects I'm one of coming out, but the one I want to highlight is I'm in a video game as a voice actor. And that's coming out on Thursday. It's called The Office Type, and if you like I don't know, games like Date Everything, you'll like The Office Type. You can date manifestations of your stationery supplies, and I'm voicing a graphing calculator, so that's coming out. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very excited for that
That's
one.
Yeah.
awesome. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Angela Mogrovejo Bosch. I use she, they pronouns, and I have many hats. Currently, I'm in actual play as a player on Thursdays, typically for Daughters of Io, which happens over on Valdrian's channel. Usually Thursdays at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST. This week we're taking off, but next week we are going to be getting into one of our penultimate episode over there. So that series has been lining up with us rather conveniently. And yeah, if you want to find all my stuff and you want to see my poetry writing over on my Patreon, you can usually find me most places as Phoenix24Fem. I snagged the name and I've kept it because Phoenix Fem is my jam pretty much everywhere. And to finish this off tonight with all of the sign-offs, going to pass it on over to our producer, Mare, who has been doing a lovely job with handling all of the bringing in someone mid-game and all the fantastic transitions and scenes. So, Mare, take it away.
Rah. Complimenting me. Hi, everybody. It's gonna
Eat shit, buddy.
Anyway, it's gonna be a short week this week. Right now, I do want to plug the Summer Slam Fight 2 that is going on this coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. If you haven't caught any Summer Slam games, we are doing basically a PvP D&D bracket of a bunch of D&D 5e characters that have appeared on the channel throughout a bunch of games, and we are doing basically the Hunger Games, and we're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. So if you want to help raise money, you can donate advantages, disadvantages, change the map, give players magic items, or if you really want to go big, you can introduce a CR20 creature into the middle of the battlefield and have it go wild on everybody. That will be happening every Saturday for the next 4 Saturdays. Gena, I think you're coming up in one, like you're the third one, right?
Fight 3.
Fight 3. And then the winner of each of those wins is going to go on to the finals. On Saturday at 6 p.m., right after SummerSlam, we're going to have a Horizons Call. And on Sunday, we have a Sword and Tea with Dino Berry Press, question mark? Yeah, Dino Berry Press for a game called Dragon Reactor. I have no clue what it's about, but it sounds really cool. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you next week for the finale. Bye.